Coming in at under $10, this is another one of my favorite Chardonnays. People look at me crazy when I say it, but there is a good reason. All right, Chardonnay drinkers, come here. Now, I know a lot of you are probably big Rombauer fans. You're probably big Kendall Jackson fans, but I don't think those are the best values when it comes to Chardonnay. What I'm gonna do for you right now is go through 4 price points, about 10 bucks, about 20 bucks, about 40 bucks, and then over 60. And I'm gonna tell you what the best value in Chardonnay is at each of those price points. Normally, I would start on the low end with a list like this, but the high-end option is so good that I wanna go there first. If you're here looking for the absolute best value, sorry, you're gonna have to wait until the end. Now, if you're looking to spend over $60 on a bottle of Chardonnay, I would recommend Toll Puddle Vineyard Chardonnay out of Australia. Toll Puddle Vineyard Chardonnay is the kind of wine where every time you put your nose to the glass, there's something new happening. It has this really intense stony minerality alongside grapefruit, pear, and apple. There is a little bit of oak and sweet spice, but nothing that gets in the way of the fruit and freshness this wine brings to the table. And that's exactly what I want when I spend over $60 on a Chardonnay. I don't just want a more expensive version of the same flavors. I want purity, detail, balance, and complexity. And even though Toll Puddle Vineyard Chardonnay is clearly not the most expensive bottle in the world, I would honestly put it up against a lot of $100, $150 bottles of Chardonnay that I've tasted, and I think it would hold up every time. Now, if going over 60 is a little over your budget, I don't blame you. I don't do that often either. So at just under $40, I would point you to Hamilton Russell Chardonnay. Hamilton Russell Chardonnay comes out of South Africa, and considering what you get for around 40 bucks out of California, this is an incredible value. On the nose, you get bright apple, citrus, and melon kind of aromas, and then as it opens up, this ginger and nuttiness comes into the picture. It has a great creamy texture and a nice saline finish. It's approachable enough for somebody that likes those really rich styles of Chardonnay, but also fresh enough for people who like the leaner style. And like I said, for under $40, this is a great value. And now coming down to that like $20-ish price point, El Enemigo Chardonnay out of Argentina. It does see oak, but not so much that it feels like you're chewing on a table. And because of that, it is really rich and textured, but not so much so that it loses the freshness and acidity that great Chardonnay has. El Enemigo Chardonnay gets incredible scores year after year, and that's no surprise if you've tasted it, because it really is just an incredible bottle of wine. And for a lot of you who are watching this is the Chardonnay that you should try out next, because it is in that $20 sweet spot, and the value is undeniable. And now we're going down to that $10 price point. Coming in at under $10, this is another one of my favorite Chardonnays. And people look at me crazy when I say it, but there is a good reason. For under $10, Bogle Chardonnay is perfect. Now, I've been saying this for years because it has that really ripe, expressive fruit, and it does have that like creamy, buttery richness that a lot of people love. It doesn't go too far in either direction. It is Chardonnay that tastes exactly how Chardonnay is supposed to taste. Now, that may sound like a low bar, but when you're talking about wines that are under $10, it really isn't. Now, if you'd like to see any of the bottles that I talked about in this video, there's a link down in the description. There's also a link so that you can sign up to our weekly email newsletter so you never miss all the best deals or our videos. Don't forget to share this video with a friend, because wine is always better when you're sharing it with someone else. Anyway, that's going to be it for me this week, and I'll see you next time. Adios.